Hello and welcome to the 20p arcade challenge by us good fellas at Retro Tech. Yes, that's where we're from, that Facebook group of many strange folk. Today we're playing Pang by the Mitchell Corporation. Not the Grant Mitchell Corporation, the Phil Mitchell Corporation, or even the Billy Mitchell Corporation, that famed long-haired lover from Cheetah Pool. Yes, so this came out in 1989. It wasn't an original idea, actually. It's actually based on an MSX title that came out in about 1983 called Cannonball. And it threw me because there was a Spectrum game called Bubble Buster, which was based on Cannonball. And I was like, well, how could that be? Because this game came out in like 1989. And the conversion for it on the Spectrum came out in, I think, 1990 or something like that. Really good conversion, by the way. Very pretty. Looks like the arcade just in black and white vision. Well, sort of monochrome. And it's also known as Pumping World. Yes. No, that's not where the general fact's going to go. And Buster Brothers, which is what I think a lot of people knew it as. Pang is what I knew it as initially because that's where I first encountered it on the Spectrum. So yeah, it would be an arcade game that I would look at and go, no, I'm all right, thanks. I'll play the game with the wrestlers in, or the turtles. I'm all right with this, thanks. But it is good fun. It is good fun. It is a clever but very simple concept. Obviously, as you can see here, you ping your ropey strand up to the ceiling, and the bubble will burst if it makes contact with that rope. But you have to be careful not to be hit by the bubbles. So it's all very simple stuff. Really good game. Converted to absolutely everything. PC Engine, Super Nintendo, PlayStation 1, Game Boy, ZX Spectrum, Commodore 64, CPC, as in the Amstrad, Amiga, ST, Apple, so you can get it on your iPhone. And incredibly, yes, it came out on the Amstrad GX4000, one of the very few games that did. So yeah, very much a highly converted game. So what is the Retro Tech 120p challenge? I've been asking myself that for literal years. What it is it's a challenge where every week we choose a game, and that game will then get played by everyone who wants to take part. And then the winner of which is crowned using a paper crown of their choosing at home while they stare in the mirror. There's no prizes, but if you do take part, you get to potentially choose the next game. I've lost my first continue there. So it's well worth having a go, because if you're good at a particular game we haven't selected yet, then you never know, you might be a winner chicken dinner. So yeah, that's Pang. So we are going to now talk about our genital facts of the week, and I because I wasn't taking part when we did Moonwalker. There is a Moonwalker review on my channel, but there's lots of bubbles in this game. And what is Bubbles? He is a chimpanzee. So yes, today's genital fact of the week is going to be about chimpanzees. So I've got 5 facts for you. A chimp's penis is 3.5 inches long, which doesn't sound particularly big, but remember, they're little fellas, unlike gorillas who have a smaller penis than them. Oh dear. Chimps give birth every 3 to 4 years after an 8-month gestation, just like us humans. Also, just like these humans, us humans, they have a similar menstrual cycle, which happens once a month. I don't know if you can get chimpanzee tampons, but I just recommend you don't bother trying to insert them. They are polyandrogynous, which means they have as many suitors as they like. Mainly the female ones will have as many male lovers, but it can work the other way as well. And this is a fact that, believe it or not, was quite high in Google. I didn't deliberately go looking for it, but it did intrigue me. What would happen if a human and a chimpanzee got it on? What would happen if a gentleman were to enter a chimpanzee? Potentially AIDS, we know that might have happened, but yes, what would happen is apparently the egg would fertilise. However, there would be no chimp-human hybrid like the old BBC One series Chimera. It would basically just be that, the human monkey thing that grows inside the probably very frightened and worried and abused female chimp would just die at the zygotic stage. So yeah, you're not going to get your hyper strong monkey child, I'm afraid. You big pervert. Sorry. So yeah, that is my chimpanzee genital fact of the week, and I've answered probably a question that you've never wondered there. So good. What's coming up this week? Well, it is WrestleMania week, so I'm still going through my shorts, WrestleMania shorts, of which there has been a fair few now. I've done about a month's worth of them. Not really doing it for the channel, but that's fine. I thought I'd give it a test run, and I did want to introduce some of the wrestling videos to a larger audience too. But there is a proper wrestling video this week as well. It is WrestleMania Challenge on the NES, the Master System, and the Sega Game Gear. There wasn't many. I don't think there was any other WWF games, at least on the Game Gear. There might have been, and I might cover them at some stage if I've got that wrong. But yeah, there's a few of them. And next week I've got lined up a little bit of a surprise: the Mysterious Cities of Gold video game, because there was one. So that's something to look forward to. That's coming up next week. But that is the end of my go. Let's put in my name in a second, and we can then carry on with our day. But please do go and have a look at the Retro Tech 120p challenge board. You'll see some much longer goes on this, I think. Basically, a good tip for this is sort of fire your load up at the ceiling and then sort of back away a little bit. Just like many things, eh? Anyway, thanks for coming. Kay, thanks, bye!